We can't see the girl. There she is. Are you ready for your up? She's gonna be fine. She's a good girl. Yeah, you. She's so cute.
Hello, welcome to Jess's channel. Welcome to another weekly vlog.
That's not how I start these.
Welcome to Jess's world.
No.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Jess and welcome. Well, I don't even say welcome.
Welcome
To another weekly.
vlog.
Yeah, I just say weekly usually. Whatever, I'm Sam.
Whatever day.
We just dropped off Roxy Roo for a little spay.
Oh.
Sam's feeling mad guilt.
Oh.
Bless her. She was so sad. Our baby girl. We are walking back to the car. Sam has tried to phone in the housing peoples to let us view this house that is already ours, but they're not even open until 10 a.m. OMG. 10 a.m. Who do they think they are? So, we're going back to the car. I have a job interview at 11 a.m. So, it's happening. This is an update. So, we're now walking the baby boy. We have no news on how the girl is doing. We have no news on if we could view our house today. Which is looking unlikely. But if they call and be like, get her now, we'll be like, yes, on our way. However, we can't even get hold of them. I've emailed, I Facebooked them. Sam's called them 584 times. Yet
15 times.
that's what I said, 584.
15 times.
And they have not answered. So, there we go. That's what's happening. I had an interview for a full-time job with Admiral today. I passed the telephone interview and now I have to do a greeting type thing via Zoom and then another interview via WhatsApp video. So it's a long process to get the job. But I've also got my... Do they mind? I've also got my EE interview next week anywho. But that is all that is happening right now because we're just sat there waiting. Now the ice cream van's arrived.
Non più tra I farfalloni amoroso, notte giorno di torno girano, delle belle turbando al riposo.
So Sam and I have spent the whole afternoon calling places for viewings and watching Hannah Montana. We finally got through to the house we were supposed to see yesterday, and we are now going to see it tomorrow if, fingers crossed, they don't cancel it. So 1 o'clock tomorrow we should be viewing the house. 5 o'clock this evening we're due to pick up Roxy. She's doing well. I am nervous for the collection, bless her heart, but it needed to be done. It really did. She's being spayed, so, or has been. So we go and pick her up at 5, but today has been a little bit miserable. I say that, yeah, I haven't been too miserable. I've been a bit irritated, a bit annoyed, but I got my interview done. We've actually got an appointment to see this house now, and I am feeling better. Fingers crossed I can finish editing my video tonight to get it up so my weekly goes up tomorrow. Usually I upload it on a Tuesday at 4 o'clock, and I'm going to keep it that way. So my last weekly, hopefully I will get edited tonight. I've almost finished it. I also hope to read a bit more tonight. I was reading The Opposite of Always in the last weekly, and I'm not, I'd say about almost halfway. So I'm getting there with this book, and I want to do another check-in about how this book is going, but I will try and read a bit more first. I've started listening to an audiobook. I think it's called When No One Is Watching, or I think it's called When No One Is Watching. Not sure. I'll check in with that one as well. I'm not even sure what it's about. I know it's a thriller, but it's started really well. So there's a lot of kind of race issues involved in this story. So I do like that these book clubs are making me more aware of books based off of kind of where, like, some Black history, some how things are happening in certain cultures and things now. So I'm going to keep listening to that. Hello and happy Tuesday. I haven't filmed anything today because I've just felt absolutely rubbish. I don't know what has been wrong with me today. I've felt super miserable, super low. I've not wanted to film anything. Like around 11ish, I actually went back to bed for a little nap. When I woke up, I did feel a bit better. Sam made us pancakes because it is pancake day. So I'll put up a picture. I did take pictures of the pancakes because, yet again, I didn't film it. So, have taken pictures of the pancakes. We are currently in Wales about to view a house. We're about half hour early. I'm parked right outside the house. Sam is vlogging the whole looking at the house experience. We do really want this house. So I'm going to ask you to pray for us again and hope this time I come back with some good news. Sam has just popped over to the shop, which is like a few doors away from the house. I can see it in front of me, and she's got us some crisps, or she's looking to get us some crisps. So, house viewing day today. Roxy's op went really well. She is currently in her baby grow. She is recovering really, really well. I almost sat on her today and I screamed and she screamed. That was a disaster and it made me feel upset all over again. But she is recovering really well. Mum called us to let us know our house did not sell. No one wanted it at the auction, so it is possibly going to the bank. We honestly really do not care. We just want to get out of there, so whatever. This video was supposed to be a lot more structured. I had a plan in place of what and how I was going to film this weekly, and then on Wednesday I received an email about my tribunal case, and this man is just absolutely disgusting. Just a vile piece of work. It wouldn't take much to figure out where I used to work, but he's just awful. I am going to talk a little bit more about it today, maybe, depending on how much free time I end up having. Got a mountain of a spot, my stress spot. I've got really sore throat. We had a call back about the house yesterday and it was looking really positive, but we had some more questions come up. This morning I am going to write some more notes for this case, and I need to drop off a chest of drawers that I cleared out, as I've managed to sell those online. I am gonna sit down at some point this week, because we're already on Friday, and just tell you step by step how things have been going, what's been happening in the week. I just can't sleep. And Donnie also hasn't been sleeping great, so that means the rest of us haven't been sleeping great. I finished opposite of always, and I gave it 2 stars. I wasn't that impressed, and it ended with him saving her life, which I wanted, but then I was kind of like, oh, so then that's it, you know? I don't know, it's just, I wasn't a fan. I have now started reading Fangirl, which I'm really enjoying. Hello everyone, it is Saturday and I'm a mess. Can you see the unwashed hair? It looks like this. So we've got the hood up. We've also got this awful, like, oh, yuck. So it was a spot. I put a plaster on it and it has caused it to be extremely irritated. This has actually scraped some of my skin off. So I do apologise by the hideous scrape on my face that was once a spot, and I should have left it alone. Squeezed it, thought all the gunk was out, put a plaster on it, and it just made it a lot worse. My head is thumping like mad right now. I should be drinking water, but I've got a cola here. I've got my laptop in front of me because I have not vlogged this week. It's been absolutely terrible. This is going to be a failed weekly vlog. I don't even know where to start. Everything is hard. Okay, so we're going to start with house viewing. So this house is in Aberdare in Wales, and we got there early to this house viewing, and they called us saying the agent that kind of shows people around is running late. So we were there early and we had over an hour, I think, to kill time. So we ended up driving around. We went to Asda, bought another snack, and even ended up having our dinner in the car before viewing the house. Drove home, told Mum that we wanted to apply for the house. So it was all go, go, go. Next, I don't know what day it was because all the days are currently blurring together, but I received an email from the tribunal. Tribunal is something you go to, it's basically court when an employer has failed to pay you. So I applied for this at the end of last year and I've just got my response, and I have been having to collect evidence and submit my response to this, and it has really taken it out of me. I spent a whole day just feeling angry and upset by everything that is going on. It is just so much to deal with, as well as trying to move house, and I think what is making me the most angry is that this man is able to get away with awful things, and he keeps getting away with it, and it just absolutely destroys me. It's just an awful person, absolutely horrendous. I have never ever known or met anyone so manipulative, I can't even speak, manipulative in my life. It's just, he is just a vile person, absolutely disgusting. There's so much I want to say about it, so much, but I will wait, and I do look forward to the day that I can share my story and get it out there because of this awful person. So we had a phone call after viewing this house, and they said, how did you feel about it? We said we loved it and we would like to apply for it. Actually, when we were at the viewing, at the end he said, have you got any questions? And I said, oh, can we have it? And Sam found that quite funny. So on the phone we said, yes, we'd like to have it. Lady on the phone said, oh, the other people have put in a higher offer than what has been asked. Would you like to do the same? So we put in an offer and heard back maybe the next day with more questions from the landlord. And then yesterday we got told it was ours. However, we still have to fill in forms, sign papers, get references. So everything our end has been uploaded and done today. We just need our guarantor to finish her application part, and then we also need the current landlord to fill in his application part. So hopefully everything will be done on Monday. We have been boxing things up, so this week has just been a massive headache. I've been selling stuff online, boxing things up. Roxy's been ill, Donnie's actually been sick this week, and then we've had the stress of going to tribunal, having this court case because of this disgusting person, and it's just been so constant. I finished a book that I really wasn't enjoying, and I just think why I didn't DNF it, I don't know. I gave it 2 stars. It was the opposite of always. I'll talk about it more maybe in my wrap up, just because I'm so done right now with that book. I'll kind of do a quick synopsis, I suppose. Now, Jack keeps reliving a certain 4 months of his life trying to save his girlfriend's life. As the girl of his dreams, he's only known her these 4 months, and he's trying to save her life by reliving it over and over and over again until he gets it right and does save her life. Halfway through, or even, yeah, about halfway through, he gets to the point as, if he saves her life, will this ruin other aspects of his life? It just got really repetitive, really boring, really quickly. And I didn't care for the characters at all, really. So next up, I've picked up Fangirl. Again, I'll put a picture up because Jess is lazy AF and cannot be bothered to go and get the book right now. Picked this up. I'm on roughly page 70. Really enjoying it, really liking the characters. So glad I've started reading something enjoyable to distract me from the madness of my life right now. So Fangirl, we follow a girl called Kath, and she is a twin, and her sister's name is Ren. And I got to a part recently where she explains that their mum didn't expect twins and only picked one name, so Catherine. I found that quite amusing. So we're following Kath, who has just got to college, and my brain is soup right now. It's just soup. There's no brain left, it's just soup. I have been playing a little bit of Animal Crossing again. I have done a little bit more to my island. It is coming together nicely, not quite complete yet. It could have been by now if I've kept up with it. I just wanted to talk a bit more about this book, just while I was remembering things I did want to mention. So Kath is, I can't hold it in front of my face, it's not right. So Kath is the main character that we're following, and she really likes a guy called Nick, and I really ship them together. But I've got a feeling she's going to end up with Levi, who I've been reading his name as Levi the whole time. And then Sam tells me his name is Levi. So I do think she might end up with Levi, but I really like her and Nick together. I mean, I am only 95 pages in. Something Kath and Nick do are they write stories together, and they'll write a paragraph and then swap it over to the next person. And I think that is such a cool idea. It's quite funny though how Nick isn't bothered about sharing characters or ideas. He just gets started on a paragraph and then passes it over. So I find that really fun aspect. I wasn't enjoying the sections about Simon and Baz very much. However, Sam has told me that they're perfection, and I don't know what to say about that. Really enjoying this book. My eyes are killing me. My head hurts a little bit. I'm a mess. As I see aspects of me and Sam both in Kath, more of Sam than me. I do think, I do really like the sisterly aspect, but Ren does try to live her own life quite a lot separately. I can't speak, but I am doing a lot of a compare between mine and Sam's life and Kath and Ren, apart from the whole weight loss that Ren's trying to do. I'm not about that. She's eating the vegan food and that's good. But the weight loss is a no. My belly's going to reach the floor soon enough. It is Sunday morning and I am starting work at 8 o'clock this morning. It's currently 7:30. I'm about to drive to work and I am handing in my week's notice. So exciting yet nerve-wracking, because we're gonna move house. It's just the unknown for us. I don't know if my phone holder is going to be very good at recording this. I have never recorded and driven in this car before. I don't think, anyway. I already think it does look a bit hilarious because it's wobbling and you just got my face above the steering wheel. Only if you could hide like my scabby lip. Do you know what, because of my scabby lip, I'm really pleased that we've got to wear face masks at the moment. Really helps me hide my face. Sorry, this road is super wobbly, so this footage might be all over the place. I managed to get a bit of editing done this morning and a little bit of reading because I woke up at 4 AM and couldn't get back to sleep. So I got up, I think about 5:10, read some book, I actually made myself an iced coffee, even though it's cold. An iced coffee, it was so good though. I've actually really missed iced coffees. I remembered what it was that I could relate to Kath with from the book Fangirl. Is the fact that I still find this. She used to find that writing script for stories is what she did the most, and then she'd leave the kind of descriptive part to her sister. That's the kind of thing that I would definitely do, but I'm going to try not to do. I'm hoping Sam will write a story with me because I think it would be super fun. So not at the moment obviously, because our lives are currently chaotic and we haven't got time for anything. But I think it would be really enjoyable to write something together. So I know I said that I was shipping Kath with Nick, but I have currently changed my mind. I'm not sure if I want her to be with Nick or Levi now. Levi is just adorable. It's like widow's peak, God bless him. And it's quite funny how Kath is disgusted by Levi's lack of hair washing, yet it's really good not to wash your hair all the time. I think I will try and chat to you later, just because every time I glance at the screen, I know the footage is wobbling quite a lot. The roads in Bristol are absolutely terrible, just awful. Thought I'd carry on my brief update before I go into work. So, been reading Fangirl. I'm not sure what page I'm on anymore. I think it's like 150, something like that. But I really like Levi. He is a really cool guy, really nice, a bit odd, but really like his character. I still really like Nick though. And I am enjoying more so now the Simon and Baz kind of content to the book. It is such a good read. I'm really enjoying it. A lot more than I thought I was going to. Just wanted to talk a little bit more about Fangirl. Oh, I need a drink. I am really enjoying this book. I'm on page 190. So I'm not even halfway yet. This book is almost 500 pages long. So let's just have a brief recap. This follows Kath, who is a twin. Kath and Ren have done everything together their whole lives. They've shared a room together. They've grown up together. They're identical twins. Ren decides she wants to go off on her own. This book is about their first year of college, going their separate ways. Ren doesn't want to share a dorm with Kath, so she goes off. She wants to be independent, live her own life, have her own experiences, and Kath doesn't want that. Kath wants to stay in her own little bubble. She wanted to room with her sister. She kind of wants to stay in the same little life or same little world, her little bubble that she's been living in. But Ren wants to go off and experience new things. So they do drift apart in this book. We do follow Kath as a main character. Kath is super relatable. And I think, especially for a book about freshman year, it's nice to have someone that turns down the offer for parties every time. I mean, I'm 190 pages in, that could change. But it's nice to read about someone's first year at college and they're not partying like solidly. And Kath is just a wonderful person. She has got anxiety. She writes fan fiction for Simon Snow books, which is almost like their version of a Harry Potter series. It's a magical world. Some vampires are also mages. I think they call them magicians, not wizards. But it is really good. So in between each chapter, you get like a page like that bit there, a little kind of part of the Simon Snow world. So sometimes it is a piece of fan fiction written by Kath, and sometimes it is from the original author and it's a scene out of one of her books. I do like Simon and Baz. They're really cute and it's really nice kind of getting a glimpse into their relationship and what their world is like, but I don't care for those parts of the book as much as Kath's story. Kath is just a diamond. She's just a little gem. I love her. She's such a great character, and I do kind of still like her sister, but not as much. She's not one of my favourite characters, but I do understand why Ren does the things that she does. I completely understand it. So Levi is the romance interest, and I'm not mad about it. It's adorable. Regan is her roommate, and Levi was constantly hanging around Regan, so Kath assumed they were boyfriend-girlfriend. The part I just read, spoiler alert, Kath has now kissed Levi. Regan sees them cuddled up sleeping and thinks more than that has happened. So in the part I'm on, we've found out that Levi has actually been hanging around the dorm because he likes Kath. Regan and Levi were dating, but back in high school, so she is no longer dating him. So Kath gets very overwhelmed by new aspects. So at the start of this book, she does find everything a lot to take in. She doesn't eat at the cafeteria at all. She doesn't even know where it is. She kind of just stuffs her face with protein bars, and that's all she eats for a while, because she doesn't want to leave her room. She doesn't know where she's going. She doesn't want to get lost. She constantly wants to just sit in her room, and she's not very keen on making friends. She's not bothered by that idea at all. So she just kind of, it starts at the beginning where it says that she just wants to spend the next 4 years of her life reading and writing, and hopefully the next 4 years after that doing the same. I do like how Levi as a character is funny, he's witty, he's so open-minded when it comes to the fan fiction and the fanfic like kingdom or whatever it's called. I like that he is so interested that he actually wants Kath to read her writing to him, and he has a nickname for her. He calls her Cather right from the beginning. He works at Starbucks, and he is just such a lovely, genuine guy. But I like how there are some like flaws, like he's not described as absolutely stunning, perfect body, gorgeous features. She does say how he's widow speak, and he's got this wispy hair, and he tries to mess it up a lot, and he's got a few lines on his forehead. I like how he is just... Hello, Sam.
Hi, I just wanted to get my nightie.
Oh, did you? He is just a little gem, isn't he? We are still reading Fangirl. But I don't know where this story's going. So she's had a massive falling out with her twin sister. Her twin is has currently gotten drunk, text Kath with a 911 emergency, and when Kath shows up, Ren is just drunk out of her mind and actually doesn't want her there. She texts the wrong person. And then Ren is now also met up with their mum, who Kath disagrees with this happening. So their mum left them a long time ago, but Kath thinks that she doesn't deserve another chance. Yet Ren is now met up with their mum, so they're having a bit of a tiff, Kath and Ren. We also find out that Levi struggles with reading, which is one of the reasons he gets Kath to read him her fanfiction, because he struggles to concentrate when trying to read on his own. He also gets Regan to do a lot of studying with him, so he doesn't have to do as much reading. Nick is not in this hardly at all. Their dad seems super sweet, like the twins' dad. He is also quite funny, but he just seems like such a fragile guy. He works for a company where he is coming up with new creations or inventions and things, and I believe he creates like the ads for it as well. I'm actually so tired, I've got tears. Did anyone hear that? Sam farted.
It was Roxy.
This is the end of my weekly vlog. I don't know what's going to happen as of tomorrow. We'll see what I film. I was really enjoying these weeklies, but this week has been an all-time low.
Really bad.
But looking forward to finding out that the house is ours.
Show them this girl. This one.
See you next time.
Peace.
Bye.